Welcome to today's Explainer. We're mapping out something absolutely incredible today. You know, if you think back to just a few years ago, say 2023, artificial intelligence was basically treated as a fun novelty. It was this single, isolated chatbot sitting on your desktop waiting for you to type a prompt. But here in 2026, that reality has fundamentally shifted. We're moving away from those isolated tools and stepping into a massive, interconnected ecosystem. We're looking at a world where AI is reading, writing, creating, and literally speaking for us at an enterprise scale. The leap from a simple tool to a proactive ecosystem is just a fascinating shift, and today we're going to break down exactly how it all connects and what it means for the way we work. Take a look at this number, 6.12 billion. That's the number of people online globally right now. To put that into perspective, that represents almost 74% of the entire human population. When you pause and think about an audience that incredibly massive, everything changes. At that scale, expanding your operations, generating fresh content, and translating your language tools, well, it isn't just a nice-to-have feature or a fun experiment anymore. It is absolutely critical for survival in the modern digital landscape. You simply cannot reach 6.12 billion people manually. So here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. 1. The 2026 AI revolution. 2. Automating enterprise workflows. 3. Generative video production. 4. The new language layer. 5. AI niches and monetization. And finally, 6. Meet your digital twin. Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, the 2026 AI revolution, moving from experiments to production. As I mentioned, we're officially way past the era of the simple back-and-forth chatbot. According to Sana Labs, modern AI agents have evolved into autonomous systems that execute end-to-end business processes. This is a massive leap. They don't just chat with you anymore, they actively retrieve critical information and make real decisions, all within strict company policy constraints, of course. They call APIs, which is basically a technical way of saying they securely whisper to other software to get things done without a human having to click a single button. And they orchestrate these deeply complex tasks across HR, finance, and IT departments. The heavy lifting is quite literally shifting from human administrators to these autonomous systems. Moving right along to Section 2, automating enterprise workflows, choosing the right orchestration layer. So when it comes to actually building these autonomous agents, you essentially have two clear paths, and picking the right one depends entirely on the size of your job. On one side, you have no-code builders. Think Lindy and Zapier. These are fantastic because they're highly accessible. They let non-technical users experiment fast, making them absolutely perfect for simple, localized, everyday workflows, like automatically sorting your emails or updating a spreadsheet. But on the flip side, you have enterprise platforms like Sana and WorkAuto. These handle the heavy, highly secure corporate data. Instead of just moving an email, they use deep system of record integration. That basically means they safely connect to your company's most critical databases, maintaining strict HR and financial rules, like Workday governance. They handle the deeply complex, multi-step actions that absolutely cannot fail or leak data. Now, if you want to actually adopt this incredible tech without causing absolute chaos in your business, there's a clear four-step path to follow. First, discover and prioritize your high-frequency, rule-based tasks. Find that repetitive work that eats up hours every single week. Second, pilot and validate with clear key performance indicators. You've got to prove it works on a small scale first. Third, scale and govern through a centralized platform so your IT team can actually keep it secure. And fourth, optimize and evolve by constantly monitoring your return on investment. The overarching secret to success here? Actually, scratch that, it's practically a golden rule. You must always pilot before you scale. Trying to automate an entire department on day one before testing the waters is just a guaranteed recipe for a disaster. Next up, Section 3, generative video production, creating content at the speed of thought. All right, so workflow is automated, great. But how are we handling the creative layer? Well, according to the Technopark AI Guide, there is no single absolute winner in AI video production. It's entirely about finding the platform that fits your exact use case. Look at this breakdown. Runway is completely unmatched for professional AI editing and complex visual effects. Then you've got OpenAI Sora, which is redefining text to video altogether. Sora can generate incredibly sweeping cinematic scenes from just a single text prompt, which is frankly amazing considering the rest of us are still just trying to figure out our webcam lighting. And then there's Synthesia, absolutely dominating the corporate training space by generating ultra-realistic multilingual AI avatars. The takeaway here? You use the specialized tool that fits your exact need, allowing you to create high-quality content literally at the speed of thought. Which brings us to Section 4, the new language layer, making every spoken experience multilingual. Think about this for a second. If you can generate all this amazing video instantly, how do you scale it to that global audience we talked about earlier? Well, look at this projection. $318.56 billion. That's the expected value of the live streaming market by 2031. There is a massive, undeniably huge economic incentive behind breaking the global language barrier. Content creators and businesses are leaving literal billions on the table simply because their content is trapped in one language. And that is exactly the problem this new language layer is solving. Check out this definition from Lingapal. It fundamentally changes how we think about global communication. Live translation isn't just throwing up some clunky text subtitles for people to read while they squint at a video. No way. It's a complete, real-time pipeline of speech recognition, segmentation, translation, timing, and voice generation. But here's what makes it truly revolutionary. It preserves the emotional tone and the exact timing of the speaker. You aren't just getting the raw data of the sentence. You are translating the moment, not just the words. Let's put that into perspective and see how it completely transforms specific industries. Take live sports. Imagine a broadcast where a single soccer match is instantly streamed to dozens of different fan bases, and everyone hears the announcer's dramatic excitement in their own native tongue simultaneously. Video-on-demand platforms can take thousands of hours of massively expensive recorded catalogs and localize them at scale overnight. In EdTech, platforms enable true multilingual student participation. That means a student in Japan and a student in Brazil can actively collaborate in the exact same virtual classroom without a language barrier. Faith organizations can provide live service dubbing, uniting global congregations in real time. And contact centers? They get real-time voice translation for support calls, meaning your customer service reps can essentially speak every language on Earth. This isn't just an accessibility feature, folks. It is the ultimate audience expansion tool. Section 5. AI niches and monetization, turning the AI boom into AdSense revenue. Shifting our focus a bit from global communication to economics, how are digital creators and publishers actually cashing in on all these incredible trends? According to EICL services, if you want high RPMs and high CPC rates, which basically means advertisers will pay top dollar for the attention of your audience, you need to focus on specific B2B and SaaS niches. We're talking AI software reviews, business automation, coding, digital marketing, and finance. Advertisers flock to these specific categories for one big reason. The audiences searching for them aren't just casually browsing. They have incredibly strong purchase intent, and their wallets are out looking for solutions to buy right now. So, how do you dominate these highly lucrative niches on Google? The secret is all about authenticity. In an era where the internet is just flooding with AI-generated junk articles, you have to create genuinely helpful experience-based content. You must actually test the AI tools yourself, share real screenshots and authentic results to prove you did the work. You'll want to target long-tail keywords, like searching for best AI coding assistance for Python, rather than a super broad term like AI tools. Build topical authority by going deep into focused subcategories. And crucially, you have to update your content regularly. Why? Because the pace of AI innovation is so fast that an article written 3 months ago might already be completely obsolete. And finally, Section 6. Meet your digital twin, the hyper-personal AI revolution. Let's zoom all the way in now. We've talked about massive global markets and enterprise corporations, but what does this mean for you, the individual? I absolutely love this quote from Ickes Cloud because it perfectly captures the wonder of where we're heading. Imagine having a digital companion that knows your preferences, understands your goals, manages your schedule, assists with work, and functions almost like a digital version of yourself. Think about that for a second. An AI that finally manages that chaotic, messy calendar of yours perfectly. This is the ultimate destination of this entire ecosystem. It's an intelligent, highly personalized digital twin working constantly in the background on your behalf. Which leaves us with this one final provocative thought to end our explainer today. When this interconnected AI ecosystem can seamlessly work for you, when it can instantly create for you, and when it can flawlessly speak for you across the globe, what will you do with your time? It's definitely something to chew on as you continue to explore your own AI journey. Thanks so much for diving into this fascinating material with me today, and keep learning.